Hey, family, welcome back. And as I said at the onset, a lot of us are thinking about skill development. And oftentimes we think about skill development, it could be a daunting task. We're thinking about not only what we need to develop, but how we need to develop it. Is it going to be on track? Will it best serve me today? Will it best serve me tomorrow? And the list of questions that can jump around in our head are almost endless, right? We want to seek out the advice from people, or we just stop and shut down and do nothing. Well, let me say this to you. Let's not do nothing. Let's actually take some action. And so, what I did was I did some research because I'm like you. I need to be thinking about how I'm developing myself for the future and for today. And I try to think about even the balance of that. Are the skills I'm developing going to serve me today, tomorrow, in what I do as leading, for example, the Corelink Solution, Holy Culture, etc.? Or are there going to be skills that may serve me down the road as I'm watching things develop? And as Wayne Gretzky says, sometimes it's about where the puck is, but it's really about trying to skate and be where the puck is going to be in the future. And so you need to consider how you balance your time and development. Okay. The first thing I want to tell you is this: there are two themes evolving in terms of the skills we need to develop. And a lot of it generates around technology. So you can think of it that way. If technology's in the middle, on the left, maybe people who are enablers, enabling organizations to take advantage of all the potential that is now in the marketplace because of the advent of new technologies. You need people to still direct that technology, find the opportunities, and seek and conquer those opportunities. On the other side of that, think of it this way: are things that technology won't solve for, and you still need human capabilities. And so you still need to grow some things on that side of the garden, for lack of better terms, to help grow that part of the garden. Or again, balance is a key word. You can do some of both. So let me lay out for you, within those two themes, 10 skills to think about. Let me lay out 10 skills to think about. Number one should be no surprise: generative AI. And when you think of AI, I think contextually, you have to think about it almost like the iPhone moment. When iPhones first came out, think about how much they changed everything. Some of us were walking around with an MP3 player, a Walkman, a Discman, whatever the case may be. Some of us still had cameras back then. So think about that. You had a Polaroid camera, you had digital cameras. We were learning how to take digital pictures, download them to our computer, maybe do a couple manipulations, but then post them, share them with family, etc. iPhone comes along, puts all those things into one. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. We had separate phones. Some of us still had pagers, let's be honest, or BlackBerry, right? And so now iPhone comes along and puts it all in one place: the communication, the music listening, the taking photos, editing those photos and making them better, and then all the apps that came with it when the App Store was launched and exploded. This is not too dissimilar from that in terms of contextually what is happening. So generative AI skills, qualities and abilities that are needed to spot opportunities, develop solutions, manage change, and address ethical implications. In that generative AI skill set, that's what's required. We need people who can do that. The second thing that's happening, or second skill, is sustainability. Businesses more than ever today are thinking about sustainability and meeting targets such as net zero targets. And so you need people to have skills around identifying and implementing green solutions. Green solutions. Just remember that. If you remember nothing else, green solutions, you can Google that later. You need people who can identify and implement green solutions. The third skill that I'll share with you, and this is not a new skill, but again, it's more prominent now because of things in the environment, is project management. People, whether you are managing humans or managing machines, someone still has to cultivate the environment and march down a project plan to get things done. So you need the skills to pull people together. You need the skills to manage the technology and make sure it's aligning with the plan, and all in an effort to solve problems. Project managers overall solve problems by bringing together different pieces. And one of the things to underscore in that is you don't have to be the technical expert. You don't have to be the subject matter expertise. You need the ability to create a talented team and lead that team to the finish line. Hey, that's 3 for now of, again, 10 things I want you to think about in terms of skill development. When I come back, I'll share a few more.